First of all, I'm excited to be here. Even 2 months later into the job, I can say that. It's been a big transition period. Hit our feet running. Had to put a staff together. Obviously, transition of some players leaving. Get on the recruiting trail and put our roster together. So a lot's happened in 2 months. I'm extremely excited about where we're at, where we're headed, and I can't wait for the second summer session when hopefully all our guys will be here and we can start getting on the floor, doing some work, and start moving this thing forward. So with that, I'll just open it up to you guys for some questions. I've actually enjoyed it, honestly, getting out there, looking at kids, trying to decide who we like, who we don't like. Obviously coming in late, you're having to find guys that are kind of under rocks sometimes and people are overlooking. But we feel really good about the guys we've signed in here, especially during getting the job late. We're extremely excited about the growth of this future of this team, and we got a lot of really young, good, talented players. I just felt like I needed that on my staff. Houston Fancher, obviously, has been a head coach at App State for 9 years, and I know a lot about the game. Haven't been around the college game for about 9 years, so it's. There's always holes there that need to be filled, and I wanted guys around me that have a lot of experience at this level. Chris Ferguson's been doing it 25 years as well, and they're helpful every day. Different things that come along that I'm not used to being at the pro level. So really feel good about the staff we put together. I think we're going to be a good combination, and I'm looking forward as we move forward. There's actually a lot. Those are the main guys. Obviously, Coach Crimmins has been a mentor of mine since I played for him. We're extremely close, and so he's given me a lot of good advice. Buzz Peterson, obviously working with the Hornets last year, we became really close. Buzz just got out of the college game recently, and so he's been extremely helpful as well. But I have so many peers that I played against, or guys like Billy Donovan, Tony Bennett at Virginia, my college roommate Craig Neal at New Mexico. A lot of guys that are in the mix, been in the mix at the college game for a while. So I've had a lot of good phone conversations and a lot of helpful advice. Well, I just think it's the amount of different T's and I's you got to cross and dot, because the pro game, you're coaching basketball. You come in, you're working with guys. That's all you do. The college game, there's a lot of more moving parts. You got the academic side of things. You got the recruiting side of things, and so a lot more action going on from different directions, I guess. And so getting used to that, getting your arms around that. But I think that's why it's important that you put a great staff, people around you, that everybody has different skill sets and can help you in different ways. Yeah, I would say I'm very pleasantly surprised. Obviously, we hit road bumps. Some guys left that we weren't anticipating that happening, and you can either sit and think about it, or you can move forward and go out and find guys that you want to play for you, and that's what we've had to do. So we've hit the ground running, like I said, but considering we got leads I got guys from all over the country coming in here, Virginia, D.C., Oklahoma, North Carolina, and that's really the way I want to recruit. We're going to recruit North Carolina hard, but we're going to recruit everywhere. We're going to find the right kids that want to come here and be a part of this program as we move forward. Yeah. Well, it's always disappointing when you lose good players, but I thank those guys for their contribution to the program. They decided to go a different direction, and I'm super excited about the kids we have coming in. So that's what you have to focus on is moving forward. I'm not a person that sits around and thinks about what if, what this and that. You are where you are. When the dust settled, we had 5 scholarship players, and so we had to get busy, go to work, and that's what we've done. And I'm excited about the young men we're bringing into this program, and they're excited about being here at Charlotte, and that's what's important. Well, it's been so early in the process, but no doubt I think it's going to help. Name recognition, even if the kids might not exactly know who I am, their parents do, their coaches do, their AAU coaches do. I've gotten calls as soon as I got the job from, AAU coaches all over the place that I've known in Atlanta, other places that I'm going to be able to reach out to. But as I go across the country, even the other night I got a chance to go up to the Cavs game and take my son there, and there's so many former pro guys that I played against, and they were all happy for me and were like, how can we help? If I see a kid, I'm going to send them your way. So, we're just out working it right now, trying to establish our brand, so to speak, here at Charlotte, what we want to be, what we want to become. That's a process, but I think we've done a really good job of setting the ground floor. We're going to be young this year in a lot of areas, but I can guarantee our kids are going to get after it. They're going to play hard, and they're going to be fun to watch. Well, I think obviously my jersey's hanging in the rafters in Cleveland. I've always had a special relationship with that city and the team there, and I'm extremely happy for them. It's hard to not pull for somebody when your jersey's in the rafters, and the city's, hungry for a championship, and they're close now. They're 2 games away. We'll see if they can pull it off, but you can just feel the excitement, and obviously I'd be extremely happy for them if it happened.
All the time.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you make those connections, like you said, guys you played with, but even guys you played against. I mean, people said, well, what's it like working for Michael when I was with the Hornets? I said, it's great. We were in the NBA. You make the NBA and you do well, it's like you're in this fraternity, so to speak, and once the shoes aren't on and you're not competing, it's like you pull for one another to do well. And so I think it's always fun getting a chance to see those guys and run across them and to be in the same city. And I'm hoping that as we get this thing moving forward, they'll show up at a game or two out here and support us. So I'm looking forward to those kind of opportunities. Yes, there's a lot more people involved, it seems like. It used to be call the parents or call the high school coach, but AAU now plays such a prominent role. There's a couple kids that we've called on and be like, they give you this list of 5 guys to call. I'm like, 5 guys? Who are all these 5 guys? Well, I got my workout guy, I got this guy, I got that guy. And you're just like, okay, just give me the number 1 guy I need to talk to, So, but I think that's changed a lot with it. But other than that, I think it's still the same. You got kids that are hungry, although everybody thinks they're going to be a pro now. It doesn't matter who they are. So you go out and recruit, and you try to sell what you have to offer, which I'm excited about. I mean, we have a great school here. Every kid we've brought on a visit that stepped on our campus has been blown away at how beautiful the school is. We got the city of Charlotte, which is fantastic. I fell in love with the city of Charlotte. We moved here. So we got a lot to sell. My background, guys that do want a chance to play in the NBA, we got that to offer as well. A guy that's coaching them, that's been there, done that, knows what it takes to get to the next level. I'm hoping we can eventually get some guys in this program that'll be able to do that and work toward that and continue to build and get this thing where we want to be. Well, I kind of felt like my dad a little bit, I guess. I always used to call my dad Coach. Yeah, now people, or Coach Price, and now when I hear that, I'm looking and it reminds me of my dad when he was coaching all the years growing up. But yeah, it was a little bit surreal, I guess. All the years you work toward getting to this point, and now it's my program and a chance to build something the way I want to do it, and go get the right kind of kids that I want to coach, get them in here, and do it the way I want to do it. That's the only way. That's the biggest piece of advice I got from all the guys that I've coached for, played for. They're like, regardless of what you do, make sure you do it your way, because you're going to be held responsible either way. Whether it's somebody else's idea or yours, it might as well be the way you want to do it. And so that's my mindset going in. I have an idea of how I want to move this program forward, and I feel good about the way we've been able to get it started. It's a clean slate. I think that's a good thing. Obviously, like I said earlier, you lose some players, some good players, but maybe they're more comfortable with the old coaching staff or the way they do things. And so, right off the bat, we have five fresh guys. We may have 6 or 7 before this thing's all said and done. And so, to get kind of have your guys in the program, the guys that have stayed have really bought in. Our workouts have been great. And so, I think that in itself is a blessing to be able to kind of start with your own guys and start setting a new culture here and move